welcome to another pick a card on this channel। तो आज मैं बात करूँगी इस बारे में कि आपके पास जो अभी रिसोर्सेज हैं, जो आपके पास अर्थली पावर है, उसमें आप कैसे उसको और इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। सो व्हाट डू यू नीड टू हियर राइट नाउ, what do you need to know right now, what you do not see coming. So this reading is going to be about stepping back into your power, what you need to hear right now. So this is pile 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3। और आप डिस्क्रिप्शन पे क्लिक करो, वहाँ पे आपको टाइम स्टैम्प्स मिलेंगे इन रीडिंग्स के लिए। मैं स्टार्ट करूँगी पाइल नंबर 1 के साथ। तो आई होप मैसेज इज़ क्लियर दैट यू हैव टू चूज़ फ्रॉम ईदर ऑफ दीज 3 and we will be getting into what you need to hear right now. So let's get started with pile number 1. So hi pile 1, let's see what we have for you. The two cards that you get are the Empress and the Five of Pentacles. तो आपकी लाइफ में रिसेंटली कुछ शिफ्ट हुआ है किसी के बारे में, या कोई एक चीज़ आपकी लाइफ में चेंज है जो कि आपको अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव दिखा रहा है। एक बहुत ही कि लाइफ ऐसी भी है और वैसी भी है। इट कैन बी दिस वे और दैट वे। सो लाइफ हैज़ मैनी ऑप्शंस टू टर्न। So you are kind of looking at how to find that balance, how to know your ultimate strength, to understand what is it that you really need, what is it that you need to understand. It's like आपके पास काफ़ी कुछ है और आप उससे खुश हैं, लेकिन आपको वो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं मिल रहा है जिससे कि आपके पास जो है उसे आप इंजॉय भी कर पाएँ। सो देयर इज़ लैक ऑफ enjoyment and there is a need for understanding the power that you already hold. So what you need to hear right now is something like you are enough. You are enough and you're going through this change. You are transforming something. You're transforming pain into pleasure, from lust to love, from heartache to blossoming of the heart. So this is a process, can feel like some bottleneck process for you right now. You may be in the vibe that people do not like you, or people, you are never enough for anything, or all those demeaning and statements that we tell ourselves and get um, into a thought current which is not very pleasant. Okay, so you have it all. In fact, if this is about a person, you have the best kind of person here. This person can fulfill all your desires, but how much of you are ready to be fulfilled? Are you following something which is not yours? Are you looking at people and being like, oh, they are anyway better than me? Are those kind of feelings you know troubling you? Let me pull more cards for you before I get into this reading further. So here what I'm getting for you, pile 1, this is something you need to think through. Okay, someone is loyal to you, or you staying loyal to something. There is persistence, there is continuity, but your heart is not open to the possibilities of insights. Okay, there are more than one ways through which you can tap into this energy with your person or your most favorite thing, however it is for you in your life. But you have to think it through. You have to understand that not always all kinds of strength will be available to you. All kinds of, there is sometimes will require release, will require you to understand that your that the existence has a need to relax. And same is with your people around, with the people around you, with community and forces around you. You cannot lose your stability of mind or your understanding of the world based upon what you do not see coming, based upon if you feel, let's say, moody at times, or if you feel um, unattended to, even not attended to. Like, if you feel unattended, you need to know that you that you have to make sure that you understand being attended to and taking care of the self more clearly. You need to take care of the self even when you are not sure what may come next. So, because there is a calling, there is time involved in it, there is passions involved in it. How you are going about it needs more thinking through, needs more understanding, insight. Let that insight blossom. You will find a way to tap into the power. You will find a way to tap into the heart space from where things seems to be easy, but you have to be persistent. You have persistent towards working it through and not dropping it in between. There is um, nothing ends actually. That's what you need to know. Nothing ends. Things go on. You get multiple chances to recover through things to make them right. Okay, so don't lose hope just because these are the beginnings, just because you are beginning to create a life, just because you're beginning to understand few things and you need to retreat to yourself and think things through. It's not like you cannot find a way to tap into your power, to tap into that mhm, material wellness. Okay, so yeah, there is something is required through you which is um, more insightful than practical. Okay, you have to be more insightful, more of a planner than more practical or whatever. And there is Taurus power here for some reason. So I feel something related to Taurus, which is about material well-being, feeling safe, feeling well, basically. So I feel you need to understand what it actually is. You will get exactly how you give out. Okay, this empress is not in control of anyone. This empress who can't be controlled. So all the princess and all the material wellness will follow the empress. So understand that, understand what you're looking for has some needs and value. So bottlenecking through the process of understanding yourself better should not look so confused. Rather, there can be some clarity, there can be more insightful understanding of what is happening with you. Okay, I feel there is more parts to this reading, so but I'm going to stop this reading with at this, and I hope you can realize all the pentacle power that you already have, so that this trouble, this bottlenecking time can be more smooth for you. Because yeah, you did it for a purpose. You have a purpose for doing whatever you're doing. Do not miss the main shaft. Do not miss the main thing due to which you try to adapt to the calling that you're adapting to. Okay, so there is more to this scenario. You can maybe check other videos on this channel, other pick a card, so if any particular situation strikes to you while listening to this. Okay, so yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. I'll move on to pile 2. See you then. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. For you, I feel you met someone who was very intelligent, or you found out something that was very intriguing, and it brought a lot of changes in your life. It brought a lot of, this tower moment where so you understood something. You had this understanding of soft power, of whatever you can imagine can happen, something like that understanding happened to you. And once that happened, a lot of ideas broke, a lot of desires changed. So you are at the moment sitting at the verge of the two worlds. You are able to understand what is 3D, you're able to understand what is 5D, but how it is playing in your life, for that I'll have to pull more cards. For now, I feel, Pile 2, you are going through something very unusual, is what I can say. And what you need to hear right now is that you have all the power that you need in this moment. Maybe the future is not as clear, maybe the things that need to go. Okay, you are not even looking at this tower. You know that this tower is happening, or someone who's very important to you is not even looking at what your life is going through. You feel You do not feel very understood at this moment, but you understand what is up and what has been happening. So there is a very contrasting situation here. There is a very paradoxical, understanding happening within you. So you are understanding the paradoxes of life, the how life sometimes is a certain way and sometimes it is not that way. So there is understanding in this reading, and there is a lot of um, number 2 and number 15. These are like numbers for change and also getting back to the basics at the same time. So let me pull more tarot for you to make this picture more clear. So here, pile 2, I feel due to somebody's due to some imbalance in a connection, or due to some imbalance in the understanding of how things should function in the material world, there is an imbalance in an entire connection, I feel. Or there can be like more than one people involved in something, टू मेक इट हैपन। किसी चीज़ को मुमकिन करने के लिए काफ़ी सारे लोग उसमें इस्तेमाल किए जा रहे हैं, और वो सारे लोग साथ दें ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है। So I feel divine timing is at play because chariot is reverse. Something is has to leave. Something is in imbalance. Okay, but with the sun and the hierophant and the hermit bottom energy, I feel this is a lot about self. So let's go to the beginning cards, which were the high priestess and the tower. I feel in those two cards also you were being asked to look at yourself. You were being asked to understand. See, only the sun card is receiving the sun energy right now, even these two court cards, I feel two people understand the same thing very differently, and that is causing. And there is a queen of pentacles and the queen of wands. Two women are being compared here, or two feminine things are being compared here, which the answer to it is going to be in time. Okay, the answer to it is going to come in time. If you feel there are parts of you which do not agree with each other, or if you feel that you cannot trust someone, it is time to understand that you need to trust time, that you need to trust the power of time and creation of the magus of the eternal gods, the hierophant. Okay, and beside the hierophant, whatever may happen in this area, it might look confusing, but you have to choose what your intuition says. These are also two concerts. So two people who actually are playing to be the queen of wands or and the king of cups, and there is a queen of pentacles also. I actually need to understand the high priestess and the hierophant. Okay, because things are coming to light, things are falling apart. Whatever is not required will not stay. I feel there is an imbalance in understanding love, imbalance in understanding. There is some kind of a triangle here among the feelings. Somebody wants something, gets something else, but doesn't state their needs, doesn't say, I do not need this but that. Okay, you need insight, you need to follow your insight. Insight can bring you to bliss. There is no question like insight will only give you insight. No, it can also give you bliss. It can give you understanding of this intense time that you're going through, understanding of the two aspects of you, and the sun energy, enlightenment energy, which is like things come to light, things which are, the tower cannot stay. This is a movement period. Okay, since and it's but it's staying because of the timing and these two powers at play, the the priestess of the silver star and the magus of the eternal gods. So there is strong powers at play here. Two people need to get into their complete core energy and understand there are more worlds beside the love energy. There is sun energy also, and this has two happy people on it. Okay, lord of the fire of the world. So I feel there is more completion to be done on the self, with the self. There is more solution to be found with the self before something like this can flower, before there can be the I see jealousy issues here, I see comparison issues here. All those need to leave the system. All those need to come to the center of the universe, which is the high priestess. Like no matter what may happen. See, High Priestess is the most centered individual, the Tower is the most dynamic card. So, how you maintain these two through the understanding of time, through the understanding of enlightenment instead of comparison and a comparison energy. You have to understand that if you're consistent for something, it will happen in your life. But if you feel that through being by being intense or by throwing a tantrum you'll achieve something, that can be an issue. That thought process itself can be an issue. Okay, so more understanding, more shedding skin is what is needed to get out of any kind of time, any kind of unstableness. Okay, because stability is around the corner with more sun, with more bright energy. Okay, you need to open your heart and understand that heart is a strong bright light, and through which every being and every person receives you. Hmm? So that you need to shine bright, you need to shine bright, you are required for yourself. The life may go without you, but the High Priestess is calling you to build the universe that you deserve, and not get lost in the um, chances at play or roles at play, just because they are intense, just because there is an imbalance doesn't mean that the truth changes. Okay, so pile 2, this is what I have for you in this reading. I really see a bright time coming for you. Okay, so trust the divine things, trust the deeper things in life, more centered things in life instead of the roles and people and comparison and imbalance. Trust more certain things in life. There are more certain energies in life which are always at play. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. High pile 3, you get a 4 of swords reverse with a king of swords upright. So this is a king avoiding its healing. This is someone who understands intellectually what they need and how they need to get through the world, but they are avoiding something within themselves that they learned earlier. So something you learned earlier, some kind of rest phase, some kind of like peace you understood earlier. Okay, but right now you're avoiding peace to maintain your role. Maybe you are harsh with the life, maybe you are thinking that you can't be everything. Looking at the wings at this person's head, I feel that this king of swords is more enlightened, like you have more power than you think, but you are sticking to maintaining a role, sticking to being in control, not letting go of the control, and that is causing you to have some kind of avoidance, some kind of strife. Maybe like there can be some problems around you which are being created due to your unrestfulness is what I'm feeling. So give yourself that rest, that because you have it all, you are going right. So do not ruin something that you already have by disbelieving in the self, by creating some kind of self doubt. Okay, तो आपको अपनी ताकत को पहचानना है। यही इस रीडिंग का ओवरऑल मैसेज रहेगा कि आपकी ताकत क्या है। आप उसमें छोटी से छोटी चीज़ भी मैटर करती है। आप किस तरीके से आराम लेते हैं, किस तरीके से आराम के बारे में सोचते हैं, या फिर अपनी लाइफ में कैसे आप बिहेव करते हैं, हर किसी से आप बात किस स्तर पे करते हैं। उन सभी चीज़ों का मिक्स है आपका मैसेज कि आपको हर चीज़ में एक शांतिपूर्ण रवैया अपनाने की ज़रूरत है। ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको एक ही रोल पे अड़े रहना पड़े। आप फ्लेक्सिबल हो सकते हैं, आप कंट्रोल को लेट गो कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उसके बाद जो आपको मिलेगा वो ज़्यादा एनलाइटनिंग है, ज़्यादा आपको शांति देगा, ज़्यादा आपको पर्सपेक्टिव देगा दुनिया के बारे में। और ये बातें पर्सपेक्टिव और एनलाइटनमेंट, ये सब वर्ड्स काफ़ी हैवी हो जाते हैं, लेकिन आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि जो एक लाइट फीलिंग होती है और जो एक हैवी फीलिंग होती है वो काफ़ी अलग अलग डिस्टिंक्टिव फीलिंग्स हैं। तो ऐसा कुछ मुझे आपके लिए लग रहा है। अभी मैं आपके लिए और कार्ड्स पुल करूँगी टैरो में से और देखते हैं और मैसेजेस क्या आते हैं। अगर आपको चाहिए पाइल 3 की आपकी लाइफ में कोई चीज़ बैलेंस में रहे, आप एकदम बैलेंस से समझ पाएँ चीज़ों को, तो उसके लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि बैलेंस कैसे क्या होता है वो आप समझें। और यहाँ पे जो मुझे जो सिचुएशन दिख रही है, कोई अगर 2 लोग हैं, अगर मुझे यहाँ पे 2 एक्वेरियस लिख रहे हैं, तो अगर कोई 2 लोग हैं वो इंटेलेक्चुअली उतना बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कोई किसी एक को या दोनों को लगता है कि बात करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, हमारे बीच में काफ़ी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है। नहीं, कुछ बातों को रिलीज़ करने की ज़रूरत है, कुछ पेन है ऐसे जो आपको प्रोसेस करने की ज़रूरत है। और इसकी वजह से हो सकता है कि सेपरेशन का टाइम भी चल रहा हो और आपको नहीं समझ आ रहा हो कि पास्ट में तो बहुत अच्छा रिलेशन था, पास्ट में तो बहुत सब कुछ अच्छी बातें होती थी, लेकिन एकदम से क्या हो गया है कि हम बात ही नहीं कर सकते हैं। और एक एक separation मुझे यहाँ पे दिख रहा है। Separation is a very strong energy in this reading, and there is some delusion. There is a relationship which is having problems due to delusion, not because they actually exist. Someone needs to process their um, understanding of life. Someone needs to process what is lying, is what I'm seeing. Okay, there are some. It's not like any lies will surface or anything like that. I'm not saying that nobody is lying, but someone needs to understand that not uh, telling is close to lying, something like that, so you need to share more so that this can happen. Releasing of the sorrow. Okay, this needs to leave the hermit needs to find more clear answers, cannot just go on with being the king of swords. Hermit needs to be other understandings also. Hermit is a very self-sustained unit as a person in itself, is very self-sustained, is hardworking. So if any unstable efforts or any disbalance from the surrounding is making you feel like you can't apply yourself to life, apply yourself to work, this is what needs to be released by communication. You need to have some communication with someone, is how I'm feeling it. This is about a relationship, and if this is about within, you need to give yourself that time to release this sorrow, which is not exactly there. It has surfaced because you are going through something, and there is some kind of a phase where you are maintaining a complete role while you're expecting others to maintain a role. So there is some soulmate connection is going through separation, or maybe quietness, separation and peace, kind of peace out time. But yeah, there is more scope to it. Let me pull more cards. So for my clarification in this reading, you get uh, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands reverse, the Six of Wands reverse, and the Universe card. So I here feel that some divine energy is at play, because someone proposed to someone said something to someone put forward an idea, and this idea was of the heart. But the planning was not such. The plans did not go as well, and right now someone is feeling defeated by the universe. Someone is feeling like, but you need to understand that the truth still exists. The Knight of Cups is the main energy. Okay, you need to understand that Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups, someone has a lot of love but does not have the words or the ways to express it, and for that you need some enlightenment. You need to grow into yourself and become more. See, the crab is turning into a peacock here, so there is complete transformation, something that you haven't experienced right now. The signs are Aquarius and Pisces here, so something that you haven't experienced till now, you are going to experience it in the future, or that's what you have proposed to into this situation. But again, you have to understand that this energy needs to pass. You do not need to feel guilty or avoid any kind of conversations or any kind of even fights. Maybe everything is part of the process. You need to face it. Someone needs to face the reality, the truth of the matter here. Someone needs to own up to things so that more clarity can happen in a situation, is how I feel here. One more card before I close off this reading. And the card that you're getting is the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is about self-love. This may look like about a situation, but more you love the self, more you do things for the self, more you express your love, and be happy about the assets that you have in life, about the good things in life, the more you are going to open your heart to the new possibilities that the situation may bring, which at first will be releasing of this pain, releasing of any discomfort which is causing you to feel defeated, which is causing you to not express yourself fully or hide some aspects of you. Okay, there needs to be some clarity here. Okay, there needs to be some future meeting the past, there need to be some discussion about how you have experienced something in the future and in the past, and how you want to experience it in the future. Okay, um, all that channeling needs to happen so that some things can surface and melt down and become, and this nine of cups with the six of cup can blossom. Self love and soulmate love can blossom together in the world of the Knight of Cups. But right now, the Knight of Cups is trying to play as the King of Swords, as someone who is very strong and stiff and doesn't change their way or doesn't express their heart. And this is causing something to suffer. This is causing some aspect of you to suffer. This is not fun, at least. Okay. So, I would say be more flexible during this time is one advice for sure. And someone is waiting for you. Someone is like, some freedom, some sharing, some celebration is awaited for you. So you can get that, but for that you need to make some little effort regarding communication and understanding of the self and understanding of what is happening with you. Okay, so pile number 3, I think I'm going to stop your reading here. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to stop your reading here. I just found out something. They are going a king of swords and the queen of swords. So I feel two people are actually hiding something. They are hiding some aspect of you, some aspect of themselves from each other, and that needs to be communicated. The king is not looking at the queen. Okay, the king is looking at the offer that they have. Something needs to mature. There is some maturing that can be utilized into this energy, that can be, that is why maybe universe brought this situation to you, so that you can understand that victory is not always about celebrating something that comes to you. It can be about celebrating what you already have. You do not need to cry upon um, petty things, is what I'm seeing here. So pile 3, I hope this resonate, and if you want to have more messages regarding this situation, you may use other pick a card readings on this channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.